Hello, my name is Ralph Fusatola. I'm one of the trustees of the Natural Solutions Foundation. That's naturalsolutionsfoundation.org. And I just came back from a trip to one of the foundation's projects, one of the projects that are part of our International Decade of Nutrition, down in Chiriquí Province, Panama, where we are working on an eco-demonstration project, and where I visited my two co-trustees, the president of our foundation, Major General Bert Stubblebine, and his wife, Dr. Rima E. Lebo, MD. It was an extraordinary visit to an extraordinary place, and I want to share a little bit about that with you, and I want to tell you about another part of our project. We've created the Food Freedom eJournal. That's foodfreedomejournal.org. And on that journal, we've begun to place some really important and useful videos. While I was visiting them in Panama last week, we taped, well over 2 hours worth of video about how to grow intensive urban agriculture, how to use what you have at hand to feed your family, even in an urban situation. Now, in the highlands, they're not in an urban situation, but as you'll see from some of the outtakes I'm going to show you and some of the pieces of these videos, and you can see behind me one of the greenhouses that was built, and we've put together a series of videos as part of our eJournal to help you learn how you can engage in intensive square-foot gardening to feed you and your family, even in the worst of times. I'm going to show you a little bit from some of those videos. The first video is about building the greenhouse, about how you build raised bed square-foot gardening containers. And the second video is a bit about the chickens that we keep, because we're working on what is called BioDynamic BeyondOrganic Zero Emissions farming, which is farming that brings together different parts of agriculture to support each other in a way that allows you to have very intense, very good results. So this video is a little bit about the chicken coop, and let me show you a little bit about that. Chapter 1, Meet the Chickens and Their Coop. Here's Dr. Lebo.
This is Rima E. Lebo, MD. I'm the Medical Director of the Natural Solutions Foundation, and I'm standing next to a movable chicken tractor. Why am I standing next to a movable chicken tractor? Because chickens provide us with food that we need and provide the ground with nutrients the ground needs. So
that is, as the doctor said, the chickens provide us with food we need, and they provide the ground with nutrients the ground needs. Now this is part of the process, and let me show you some more of what we've done. We'll move over a little further into the video, where Dr. Lebo is talking more about the chickens.
Put out eggs. We like the eggs. So we have,
and you can see our rooster, who's a very happy and healthy rooster. And let me show you a little bit about how we go about physically moving. There we go. Here are some of the Panamanian assistants helping us.
And they have everything that they need, and sometimes we get eggs. Chickens are given special vitamins in their water.
And you can see the video covers a lot about keeping chickens for your own family. Let's take a look at another one of the videos. This is one of my favorites. This is Dr. Rima does her rounds. I followed Dr. Lebo. Good morning. This is Ralph Fusatola, one of the trustees of Natural Solutions Foundation. Well, there I am again. We are in the highlands of Panama, and Dr. Lebo is showing us some of the things she's doing. For example, we'll go further here. All right. Let's go back a little bit. I wanted to show you Dr. Lebo's sauerkraut making operation with all organic, wonderful vegetables. But that's going to be a separate video. She introduces it in this video, however. And she also introduces, the making of wheatgrass, and actually bringing wheatgrass.
Now, what about this? There are plants here, you may know, which are not wheatgrass. This is not what wheatgrass looks like. So this tells me that this soil has some weeds.
And you see, you can learn a lot just by growing some wheatgrass. She's growing this wheatgrass to let it go to seed, to get more seeds to grow more wheatgrass. As Dr. Labo says a little later on in this video, and let's move it a little later on, where she's in the greenhouse, she says, growing your own seeds is a political act. And I think you want to hear that report and her explanation as to why that is the case. But here she is.
Morning, and it's really hot in the greenhouse. The fact is,
And you can see here the raised beds.
as a human being, and I'm saving seeds, and you should be too. However, under the provisions that exist in these horrifying new food bills, you won't be able to save seeds unless you build on your property or have
And that's the truth. There are bills pending in Congress which would basically prevent you from even saving your... Continuing with some more of our video samples.
Take the food that they grow. It's part of our nature. We're separated from the food chain. We need to come back into contact with the earth and with the food chain. This is a spinach leaf. I'm washing it. I'm about to eat it.
There is nothing better than your own homegrown organic food. And you've got to grow it from seeds that are organic and heritage and untreated and self-pollinating. Those are some of the things we teach you about in this series of videos that is part of our Food Freedom eJournal. And you can reach the Food Freedom eJournal on foodfreedomejournal.org. Of course, you know our main website is www.globalhealthfreedom.org. Another entrance to that website is www.healthfreedomusa.org. And you can learn a lot more about the Valley of the Moon eco-demonstration project by going to our website for that project, which is www.naturalsolutionsfoundation.org. This has been Ralph Fusatola, one of the trustees of Natural Solutions Foundation, giving you a little sample of some of the information that you'll find on our eJournal. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate you taking your time to listen to us.